Hi there, I'm Logan, and welcome to this episode of The Joy of Painting. Today, we're going to be painting a GCU community gathering, and while we're doing so, I'm going to be telling you a little bit about myself and why I'd make a great RA. Now, before we get started, let's talk about the brushes and colors that we're going to be using today. So, I got these brushes from Myers-Briggs, 16 Personalities paint store. Now let me name a few brushes for you before we really get started. This right here is the Tolerant brush. And let me tell you something. I like to think about brushes as an extension of your person. So when I go through talking about these brushes today, think about these as a representation of who I am. This is my reliable brush. This is the altruistic brush. It's the natural leader brush. This is my extroverted brush. This is my intuitive brush. This is the feeling brush. This is the assertive brush. Now let's get right into the painting. And let's paint one of the most beautiful community gatherings that we've ever seen. Now, let's just start off with some accountability blue, and let's paint that blue sky. Now, you want to take the blue and you want to do some X's. Just like that. All across the sky. Yes. Yes, sirree. You know, accountability blue reminds me of how accountable I am. Now, what you want to pick up is you want to pick up your creative green. It's always important to be creative in life. You know, you always want to be on top of your feet. Make sure you have a good idea. Oh yeah, isn't that just beautiful? Look at how that pops. The residents sure are going to have a good time. Let's put a sun in this happy little world. Now, what we're going to be using here today is responsibility yellow. You always got to be responsible when planning any community gatherings. And you put that sun up there. You're so responsible that you remember to check the weather, make sure that it'd be good weather for your community gathering. I love being responsible. Now, what's a community gathering without a community? Now let's paint these residents. Today, we're going to be using relatable red. Feel free to use relational red. Very similar, but a little bit different. So, let's use this red. And let's paint some residents. Yeah. Look at that. You know, it's always important to be relational. I would say that's one of the most important parts of being an RA. It's not just planning community gatherings. You always got to make sure that you're being relational with your residents, and you make sure that you build a good relationship with them so that they have an amazing time here at GCU. Hold on tight, we're almost finished. Now, what is a community gathering without an activity? Now, we're going to go back to the responsibility yellow, and we're going to paint ourselves a little frisbee for our residents to play with. Yeah, look at this, nice yellow. Nice circular frisbee to pass around, have fun. And there you have it. One of the most dandiest, beautiful community gatherings in GCU history. Truly one of God's masterpieces. Residents having a good time. Anyway, I hope you will consider me for the RA position next year. God bless.